In the Parliament security breach, more revelations are emerging, and this is about the sixth accused, who was then finally arrested. One of those, remember, Lalit Jha, who had been absconding, had fled to Rajasthan. More details are now emerging from our sources. He first hid at a hotel. It was then that Lalit Jha realized that he's clearly all over with his images, with the news about him, and the police is tracking his movement specifically, as he was also able to watch the news around him, and it was, remember, the biggest story of the day. Lalit had panicked, realizing that there is a massive police manhunt, that people clearly have now seen his face, and eventually he decided within the day to surrender. But what about the mobile phones? For now, it was believed by the investigators that it was Lalit who fled with all the mobile phones of others so the evidence can be erased. But according to now sources coming in, those mobile phones have now not been traced, and there is a belief that it has all now been destroyed by Lalit himself. Remember, one question emerges. These 4 to 5 men and women from different cities, different states, start to meet, start to organize and decide that it is a valid reason now that they have to be able to storm into the parliament, throw canisters, create commotion and possibly much worse. Is it really just individual decision or someone who's guiding them? Is there a bigger mastermind behind this plan? That is what the investigators are looking at now. How did they come across? How did they get the logistics of it? If they are saying they didn't have jobs and that was the anger behind it. Take a look at this report.
An e-rickshaw driver from Lucknow in his late 20s quoted India's independence hero Bhagat Singh and Argentine Marxist revolutionary Che Guevara in his social media post. A 34-year-old jobless computer engineer from Mysuru, believed to have interacted with other accused intruders on Bhagat Singh fans' Facebook page. A qualified teacher without a job from a village in Haryana's Jind district. She took part in the restless and farm protest. Son of farm labourers from a remote village in Maharashtra's Latur district, he unsuccessfully attempted several police and army recruitment exams. The question arises of how these 4 unemployed individuals with marginalized economic backgrounds from different geographical locations came together. Their audacious breach on India's parliament, coincidentally on the 22nd anniversary of the attack on its old building, raises eyebrows. An unlikely bunch, their actions left even their families in shock.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ, ಯಾವ ಕೆಷ್ಟ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಇದು BA ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅವನು ಯಾವುದು ಇದು ಸಮಾಜ ಘಾತಕವಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ವಿನ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರೇ.
बिल्कुल निर्दोष है. मेरा एक ही बेटा वो रिक्शा चलाता था और कोई कुछ नहीं, बस वो देशभक्त के बारे में बात करता था, बस इसी बारे में. वो बहुत अच्छा लड़का था.
सही किया भैया उसने. वो सिर्फ नौकरी के लिए लड़ रही थी भैया. नौकरी नहीं मिल रही थी, वो बहुत परेशान थी बेचारी. इतनी पढ़ी लिखी है, उसे नौकरी भी नहीं मिल रही थी. और जो कम पढ़े लिखे उसमें तो पैसे देकर लग रहे हैं, और इतनी पढ़ी लिखी है उसमें कोई नौकरी नहीं है. ये तो फिर पैसों का खेल है भैया.
Lalit Jha, an elusive suspect on the run. A student activist originally from Bihar and a known face in the West Bengal NGO scene, shared the video of the intrusion to an associate. As the investigation unfolds, the puzzling question remains: were the 5 suspects solely driven by frustration, or were they handled and trained by a mastermind for months to execute the breach on India's parliament? Bureau Report, India Today.